India has entered a new labour era. From 21st of November, 29 separate laws have been merged into 4 big codes on wages, social security, industrial relations, and occupational safety and working conditions. First, let's talk about the general changes. A key change is a uniform definition of wages. In simple terms, wages will now mainly mean basic pay plus DRS allowance and retaining allowance, and this core wage must form at least 50% of your total pay package. This one definition will be now used to calculate minimum wages, PF, gratuity, overtime, bonuses, and several other benefits, cutting out the old practice of juggling multiple definitions under different laws. Now, what are the changes for salaried employees? For salaried employees, the most visible change is in the salary structure. Many companies today keep the basic pay low and pack the rest of the things in the CTC with allowances and bonuses to keep the PF and gratuity outgo low. Now coming to the new rules, basic pay and related components must be at least 50% of your total remuneration, which means PF and gratuity both linked to basic will automatically rise with the same CTC. Provident fund remains at 12% of the basic pay for both employer and employee contribution. Because basic will now be a bigger slice of your CTC, the absolute rupee amount going to PF goes up, and so does the notional base for the gratuity calculation. Experts say that this will result in a dip in monthly take-home pay for many middle and higher income employees, as companies may cut allowances and variable components to keep overall cost stable. For lower income and unorganized workers, the extension of minimum wages, ESIC, appointment letters, and social security may outweigh the hit to the take-home pay. Beyond salary structure, a universal minimum wage has been set up. Now, minimum wage coverage extends to almost all workers, not just those in scheduled employments. Then mandatory appointment letters must also be given by companies to every employee, detailing role, wages, and social security, pushing more jobs into the formal net. Working hours are also capped at 8 hours a day and 48 hours a week, with overtime paid at twice the normal rate, with some flexibility allowed in weekly scheduling through mutual consent. Moreover, the Industrial Relations Code raises the threshold for prior government approval for layoffs, retrenchment, and closure from 100 workers to 300, and even allows states to go higher. At the same time, a mandatory 14-day strike notice and 2-member tribunals aim to prevent sudden disruptions and speed up dispute resolutions. Now coming to the contract and gig workers. Fixed-term employees who were often treated as second-class staff will now get a major boost. They become eligible for gratuity after just 1 year of continuous service instead of the earlier 5-year requirement, bringing their benefits close to those of permanent employees. Social security is being extended well beyond the traditional salaried workers. Gig and platform workers get formal recognition in the law as distinct categories. Aggregator platforms must contribute 1 to 2% of their annual turnover, capped at 5% of the amount they pay to gig workers into social security funds for these workers. Benefits are meant to be portable using Aadhaar-linked identities so that the worker can carry entitlements across platforms and locations. The OSHWC code widens safety and welfare protection to free annual health checkups for workers over 40, better standards for facilities like drinking water and restrooms, and clearer norms for migrant and contract workers. Women can now work night shifts in all establishments subject to consent and prescribed safety measures, opening more roles in services and manufacturing. So what will be the impact on quick commerce platforms? Morgan Stanley notes that the requirement for aggregators to contribute 1 to 2% of annual turnover, capped at 5% of what they pay workers, is the first time that gig work has been formally brought into India's social security net. It estimates that it will increase cost per order by a small but visible amount, roughly a few rupees, but believes that the long-term impact on profitability will be manageable. Bernstein is more cautious. It says that the new levies and compliance cost could shave off around 25 to 70 basis points from EBITDA margins of leading food delivery and quick commerce platforms. Both brokerages, however, converge on one key point. The business model is unlikely to be broken. They expect platforms to respond by gradually increasing delivery and convenience fees, adjusting incentives and payout structures for gig workers, renegotiating commissions and service fees with the partner restaurants and merchants. What do you think about the new labor laws? Let us know in the comments, and like, share and subscribe to ET Now for more such news and views.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.